Before your mind rushes to solve today, I want you to notice the way your morning is already speaking to you. Not with words, but with sensations. With the weight you felt the moment you opened your eyes. With the little sigh you didn't even realize you made. With the way your chest tightened at the thought of what's waiting for you. And I want you to hear this softly, clearly. You are not wrong for feeling that weight. You are not failing because you woke up with a heaviness you didn't invite. There is nothing to fix in you in order to deserve peace. Sometimes the heaviness isn't in your schedule. It's in the way your spirit braces for what it expects. It's in the old habit of preparing for disappointment before it arrives. It's in the part of you that learned long ago that hope can feel risky. So you kept yourself guarded. You kept yourself tight. You stayed ready. And I understand why you did. You see, many people call it a block, when what they're really describing is a place inside that does not feel safe to move. A place that says, if I open, I might be hurt. A place that says, if I try again, I might be disappointed again. A place that says, if I let go, I won't know what comes next. That is not weakness. That is protection. And the universe, in its quiet precision, has been speaking through this very sensation. Not to punish you, not to tease you with delay, to show you something tender that is ready to be held differently now. Because what if this moment, this exact morning in your exact season, was not random? What if the pause you've been living in has been giving you one gift over and over, the chance to come home to yourself before you run forward again? I know that part of you is tired of hearing spiritual ideas. You don't want poetry. You want relief. And I am not here to pretend that words alone rearrange life like magic. But I have learned something beautiful. When we choose a new thought gently and consistently, life begins to feel different from the inside first. And when the inside changes, you begin to notice doors, timing, help, and clarity you couldn't see before. Not because you forced the universe, because you softened enough to receive. When we say we feel blocked, we often mean there is a place inside us that does not feel safe to move. So let's not fight that place. Let's not shame it. Let's not try to crush it with positivity. This morning, we will do something quieter. We will listen. We will treat your resistance like something wise, like something that has been trying to keep you safe, even if its methods have become heavy. And I want you to notice, where in your body do you feel blocked today? Is it in the throat, like there's a sentence you've been carrying unsaid? Is it in the belly, like you're holding a worry too tightly? Is it in the shoulders, like you are bracing for impact that may never come? Is it behind the eyes, like you've been trying not to cry for too long? Just notice. No fixing, no judging, just noticing. Because when you notice with kindness, something in you begins to unclench all by itself. The universe does not punish you with obstacles. It uses them to reveal the exact belief that is ready to be softened. And sometimes the belief is not loud. Sometimes it sounds like a whisper that has followed you for years. I have to do everything alone. If I relax, things will fall apart. I can't trust what I want. It's too late for me. I always mess it up. These are not truths. These are practiced pathways. They were laid down over time, step by step, often when you were young, when you were simply trying to survive emotionally, when you were trying to belong, when you were trying to be loved in the way you needed. So please, be gentle with yourself. If you've lived a long time with certain beliefs, they do not evaporate because you scold them. They soften when you bring light to them, and you are bringing light right now. There is a kind of quiet courage in being willing to meet yourself this way in the morning, before the world pulls you into performance. Because the point of power is always in the present moment. Not in the past you replay, not in the future you fear. Right here, this breath, this heartbeat, this morning. Now, I want you to imagine something. Imagine your life like a room you've been trying to enter while holding too many things in your arms. You're gripping old worries. You're gripping old roles. You're gripping expectations that were never yours to carry. You're gripping the need to prove yourself, and you're standing at the door, trying to twist the handle, trying to push your way in, while your arms are full. And then you wonder why it feels hard. It isn't because the room is rejecting you. It's because your hands are busy. So the first removal is not a dramatic event. It is a small release, one thing at a time, one tight place at a time. This is how real change happens, quietly, consistently, lovingly. Let's treat this block with respect, the way you would treat a frightened child who learned to hide for a reason. If a child was hiding under a table, you wouldn't yell, "Come out right now." You would kneel down, you would soften your voice. You would say something like, "I'm here, take your time." And that is what you are doing with yourself. So this morning, you are not commanding your life to change. You are creating safety inside you. And safety is the beginning of movement. Now, we're going to speak a sequence of truthful sentences. If you would like to speak them out loud, you can. If you prefer to whisper them inside, that is enough. And if all you can do is listen, even that is a form of participation. This morning, we won't fight your resistance. We will invite it to loosen, one truthful sentence at a time. Here is the first sentence. I allow my body to soften a little today. Notice what happens when you say that. You may feel a part of you disagree. That's okay. We are not forcing agreement. We are offering a new option. Another sentence. I release the habit of bracing for what hasn't happened. Let that land gently. Another sentence. I do not have to carry everything at once. Feel the simplicity of that. Another sentence. It is safe for me to take one small step at a time. Another sentence, I am willing to see today with fresh eyes. Now, you may notice your mind trying to bargain. It may say, but my problems are real. Yes, they may be. We are not denying reality. We are changing the way you meet reality. Because you deserve to meet your life with more kindness. And kindness is not weakness. It is strength without tension. Now, let's go a little deeper. There is a kind of inner knot that tightens when you keep swallowing your truth to keep the peace. Many people do this without realizing it. They learned early that being easy was safer than being honest. They learned early that expressing needs could lead to conflict, rejection, or ridicule. So they became skilled at silence. They became skilled at overfunctioning. They became skilled at smiling while hurting. And then, later, they wonder why life feels blocked. Because a life cannot flow freely when the self is not allowed to speak freely. So if there is a tightness in your throat, I want you to listen, not for dramatic confession, just for the smallest truth. Maybe your truth is, I'm tired. Maybe your truth is, I want support. Maybe your truth is, I don't like how this feels anymore. Maybe your truth is, I want something different. These are holy sentences because they are honest, and honesty is a door. Now, I want you to remember this. The universe speaks in stillness. It speaks in the quiet discomfort that finally becomes too loud to ignore. It speaks in the moment you realize, I cannot live like this anymore. Not as punishment, as guidance, as a turning point, as a private invitation to choose yourself more deeply. So let's choose you, gently, right now. Another sentence to speak. I give myself permission to feel what I feel. Notice the relief inside that permission. Another sentence. I can be kind to myself while I change. Another sentence. I do not need to rush my healing to be worthy of good things. Another sentence. I release the belief that struggle is my only path. Now, if a part of you says, but I've tried this before, I want you to meet that voice with kindness, not argument. That voice is tired. That voice has carried disappointment. That voice is afraid of being let down again. So you do not battle it. You reassure it. You say softly inside, I hear you. And we can try again in a gentler way. Because it is not the trying that exhausts you. It is the forcing. It is the pressure. It is the demand that you must become perfect to deserve peace. And that is not true. You are allowed to be human. You are allowed to be a work in progress. You are allowed to wake up messy and still move towards something beautiful. Now, let's talk about what instantly can mean in a healthy way. Not instant miracles, not instant perfection, but an instant shift in your relationship with yourself. Sometimes what changes quickly is not the circumstance, but your grip. And when your grip changes, you breathe. When you breathe, you see. When you see, you respond differently. And that can change everything over time. So here is another sentence. I loosen my grip on what I cannot control. Another sentence. I choose a calmer way to meet this day. Another sentence. I am open to the next helpful idea. And now, I want you to think of something small, something you can do today that is loving toward you, not impressive, not dramatic, loving. Maybe it is drinking water before you reach for your phone. Maybe it is stepping outside for 1 minute and letting the air touch your face. Maybe it is sending one honest message instead of carrying it alone. Maybe it is saying no to one thing that drains you. Maybe it is resting without guilt for a short time. These small acts are not small to your nervous system. They tell your body, I am listening now. And your body has been waiting for that. Because you see, healing is not only an idea, it is a felt experience. So let's bring this to the present moment again. Notice your breath. Notice your shoulders. Notice your jaw. And without trying too hard, allow one area to soften just a fraction. That's enough. Now, there is another aspect of blocks that many people don't consider. Sometimes the block is not inside you. Sometimes it is a boundary you have not honored. Sometimes it is an environment you have outgrown. Sometimes it is a pace you were never meant to keep. Sometimes it is a role you learned to play, and your soul is quietly resigning. And the universe can be so loving. It will make what no longer fits feel uncomfortable, not to hurt you, to help you stop living in a shape that isn't yours. So ask yourself gently, what am I pretending is fine? You don't need a big answer. Just notice what rises. And if the answer is tender, be proud of your honesty. Because honesty is movement. Now another sentence. I trust myself to recognize what is no longer for me. Another sentence. I can make choices that honor my well-being. Another sentence. I do not need to abandon myself to be loved. Now, let's imagine your day ahead, not as a battlefield, as a path. And on that path, there may be signs, not billboards, small signs. A sentence you overhear that feels like it was meant for you. A sudden calm when you were sure you would panic. A delay that saves you from something you didn't see. A person who reaches out at a surprising moment. The universe is not usually loud. It is precise, and it is personal. So another sentence. I notice the quiet help that is already here. Another sentence. I welcome support in forms I can recognize. Now, you might wonder, but what if nothing changes? And I want to answer that with tenderness. If you keep meeting yourself with harshness, you will feel blocked even when doors open, because you will not feel safe enough to walk through them. So this practice is not about forcing outcomes. It is about becoming a place where good can land, a place where opportunity can stay, a place where love doesn't have to fight your armor. Now, let's bring in a practical moment. Think of one situation that has felt blocked recently. It could be a relationship, a money worry, a decision, a creative project, a health habit. Just one. Now notice what your mind says about it. Does it say, "It's impossible"? Does it say, "I don't deserve it"? Does it say, "It will never work"? Does it say, "I always ruin things"? Those are old sentences. This morning, we practice new ones, not fantasies, truthful sentences that create room. So choose one of these to speak. I am willing to take the next workable step, or I can learn a new way to approach this, or I allow solutions to appear gradually, or I release the need to punish myself while I figure it out. Now, notice how these sentences feel. If one feels too far, don't use it. Choose the one that feels like a small bridge, something your system can cross without panic. That is wisdom. Now, I want to offer you a simple understanding that changes many lives. Your mind may have been trained to think it must suffer to be responsible, but you can be responsible and gentle at the same time. You can be committed and soft at the same time. You can be powerful without being hard. So another sentence. I give myself permission to be both strong and tender. Now, if you are carrying shame about how long something has taken, let's touch that. Shame says, something is wrong with me, but growth has seasons. There are times you bloom, there are times you rest, there are times you gather strength where no one can see it, and you do not owe anyone a timeline for your becoming. So another sentence, I release the pressure to match someone else's pace. Now, I want you to notice something quietly brave about you. You are here. You are listening. You are willing to try again. And that matters. It tells me that somewhere inside you, there is still a spark of readiness, not loud, not dramatic, but real. Now, let's deepen the sense of safety one more time. Place your attention on your heart area for a moment, not to force emotion, just to, offer warmth there, and speak this sentence. I treat myself with more kindness than I did yesterday. Let that be enough. Now, I want to tell you something I have seen again and again. When people begin to speak to themselves with tenderness, their choices begin to change. They stop saying yes when their body says no. They stop chasing what drains them. They start listening to the quiet inner truth. And slowly, life rearranges, not because they demanded it, because they stopped abandoning themselves. So as you move through your day, you may notice a moment when you start to tighten again. And in that moment, you don't have to spiral. You simply return. You return to a truthful sentence. You return to your body. You return to one small act of self-respect. This is how the block loosens. Not with war, with relationship. Now, let's speak a few final sentences to integrate this morning. Choose the ones that feel right, or simply listen. I let today be simpler than my fear predicts. I can pause before I react. I honor my needs without apology. I am willing to receive a new perspective. I am open to a gentle surprise. Now, take a moment and imagine setting down one invisible burden. Just one. Perhaps it is the need to have it all figured out. Perhaps it is the need to be liked by everyone. Perhaps it is the need to prove your worth through struggle. Set down one burden and feel your hands become a little more free. Because your hands were meant for living, not for gripping. And now, remember, the universe has been trying to reach you, not through noise, through the moment you finally told the truth to yourself, through the discomfort that made you pause, through the quiet clarity that arrives when you stop forcing, through the small sign that repeats until you take it seriously. You are not forgotten. You are not late to your own life. You are not alone in this. When you stand up from this moment, you may not have every answer, but you will have your own presence, and that changes what happens next. Carry this with you gently. You can meet your life with kindness and still move forward. And that is enough for today.